Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of the Pub Trivia Experience. I am Tim, your newest official host of the pod, coming at you from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I am joined today by four amazing trivia nerds for a game of sports trivia. But we can't get started without meeting them, so let's head out to Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Mott, how you doing and what you drinking?
Tim, I am doing great, and once again, welcome to the team. As I was saying just before the podcast, the girls actually went down fairly easily this evening, which was a welcome contrast to the past several nights. So I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to this. This is a little drink from Monday Night Brewing Company out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's called Loving Cup. It is a double white mocha milkshake IPA, and it is every bit as amazing as that sounds.
That sounds incredible. How is it?
It is very, very good. I mean, it's right there in the description. It's not super hoppy. It's a milkshake style IPA, so it's definitely frothy, and it's got that sweetness to it that sort of contrasts some of the bitterness. So it's very, very good. I've never had a bad beer out of from Monday Night Brewing. So
okay, I'll have to check them out at some point. But in the meantime, let's head out to Los Angeles and check in with Scott of the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Scott, how you doing? What you drinking? And tell us a little bit about Benchwarmers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Tim. Congratulations on your promotion, demotion. I guess it depends on how you look at it, but congratulations on
servitude, involuntary servitude.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exciting. It's great to have you officially a part of the team here. Obviously, we've been on several of these things together before, but I'm good. I can't complain. It's Los Angeles in April. I mean, the weather's beautiful. There's some guys here with hoodies on, and I'm in a sleeveless shirt, so I really can't complain. Yeah, Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, guys. If you're listening and you haven't heard from us and you end up liking this format of episode, then go over and give us a listen because it's very, very similar. There's 9 of us now. Wow. We've been growing, and we just put out weekly episodes of us asking each other trivia questions, and it's a good time. And so we get some answers right. We yell at each other. We make fun of each other, and we have a good time. So that sounds like something you'll be interested in. Give us a listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, definitely check that podcast out. I know I've been on a couple of times. Mike, you've been on what, once or twice?
One episode that was a fun recording, and that I don't remember the end of, to be completely honest. It was a good one.
Yeah, I think my team is 1-1 against the Benchwarmers, but we've kind of disbanded, so we never went back for the rubber match.
Yeah,
the rubber match. That's right. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we could still get them together, but that podcast doesn't happen anymore. But anyway, let's head out to Springfield, Illinois, where we find Patreon subscriber Tim Geving. Tim, same 2 questions. How you doing and what you drinking?
What is going on, gentlemen? I'm doing great. Just been running around like crazy, and it's time to with the sports and whatnot with my little ones. I got 3 little kids, so coaching some 12-year-olds baseball, some 6-year-old softball, and some 6-year-old soccer. So I've been running around like crazy tonight. Just got home and waved to the wife and came down to the basement to the bar and said, I'm going to go do some podcasting. So I'm happy to be here. I'm drinking the old Mike Mott special, the Natty Light. It's just can't be drinking bourbon every night. So just sipping on some natural light tonight.
Well,
all right. I'd say that sounds good, but I'd be lying. Sticking out in Springfield, we welcome another patron, Brandon. How you doing? What you drinking?
Doing well, fellas. Looking forward to tonight. I'm not doing too bad. Just got back from a week-long vacation in the Caribbean. Great to see all you fellas. Great to see the faces. Great to get together. And I'm just having me, after a long week of potential liver failure, I'm just having some Diet Mountain Dew this evening.
Very nice, very nice. Well, before we get started, be sure to follow us, the Pub Trivia Experience, on Instagram. Join our Facebook group, The Lounge, fans of Pub Trivia Experience and Boozy Bracketology on Facebook, and at Pub Trivia Pod because of those character limitations on Twitter. And you can head over to patreon.com/PTEBB for Pub Trivia Experience, Boozy Bracketology, and you too can join us for a game in the future. All right, let's turn it over to Brandon and get this party started. The game tonight is going to be Mike and myself against Scott and Tim, with Brandon hosting. Brandon, the show's all yours.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we're going to have ourselves a little warm-up round. This is going to be a before and after round, worth 5 points each, worth 5 points apiece. And it's going to be really quick, really simple. You guys should get them all. It should be relatively easy for the good brains here at the Pub Trivia Experience. There will be there will be 5 questions in this warm-up round worth 5 points apiece. And like I said, it'll be very quick and very fun. Before, after, and after. So, your first question in the warm-up round will be Rookie of the Year / Pumped Coach / Punched Coach / 15 Majors.
Can you get that one more time, please?
Rookie of the Year Mania, Punched Coach, 15 Majors.
And just to clarify, you said punched, as in like the coach was punched by somebody?
Correct.
Okay, just checking on the grammar there.
Yeah, you're saying that the coach was punched, right? This coach was punched, or he punched the coach?
Rookie of the Year Mania, Punched Coach, 15 Majors.
All right, we'll go ahead and lock in.
All right. Well, Tim and Mike have locked in, and Timmy G and Scotty G, go ahead and talk it out.
That's amazing.
The G-Men.
I think we just got there.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope it doesn't really. We think it fits. The first one was we think it's Fernando Valenzuela for Fernando Mania back in '81. And the last one would be Eldrick Woods, not Tiger Woods. And so we were trying to figure out who the punched coach was. I remember more of choking the coach, but potato, I guess, right? So we had Fernando Valenzuela, Trell, Spreewell, Eldrick Woods. Holy cow!
So Timmy G and Scotty G check in with Fernando Valenzuela, Trell, Spreewell, Tiger Woods, and Tim and Mike. What do you guys have?
Well, we also got we thought of Fernando Valenzuela for Fernando Mania, and then we were really struggling with the last two because with the majors we weren't even sure if we were talking golf or tennis or what. I like the Eldrick Woods angle. That was interesting because I was sitting here going, I couldn't think of anything with Tiger, but Tiger was one of the first names that popped in my head. But anyway, we weren't sure on punched coach, but we thought once we got to the law at the end of Valenzuela, that kind of got me to Lasorda, and maybe he was punched at one point. If not, maybe he deserved to be. And then the A on the end of Lasorda led us to Arnold Palmer, so we locked in with Fernando Valenzuela, Sword Arnold Palmer.
So one team is getting points. The correct answer is Fernando Valenzuela, Trell, Spreewell, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
And I think it was Timmy G kind of put it right. I think he kind of choked him and punched him and maybe kind of slapped him and whatever else he did. But one team getting points there. So on to question 2 in this warm-up round. Okay, so Illini or 2021 Illini All-American Guard, Panther and Bear, and greatest DH, quote unquote, of all time.
I like it.
Beautiful. We will
lock
in.
Timmy G and Scotty G locked in. Mike and Tim, feel free to think out loud.
Well, you remember when you said that this was going to be easy?
Yeah, right. we were sitting here going, this bodes well for how this is.
So greatest DH of all time, we were thinking possibly David Ortiz. But I don't know. 2021 Illini All-American Guard. You're the college basketball one, Mike.
Yeah, but I'm not that much of a college basketball one.
just Duke, right?
Pretty much, and even that's by marriage.
Yeah. And honestly, Panther and Bear.
Yeah, I was trying to think of somebody with like the last name. If it is David Ortiz, then the last name David, which can be a last name. But I just think of Larry David from Seinfeld. Fairly certain he never played football.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He was a good linebacker.
I honestly have nothing here.
I'm not gonna get the Illini because I used to pay a lot more attention to college basketball before kids came along. Now I kind of tune in for some of the tournament, but that's it.
Yeah, so I think we're probably just going to need to throw in the towel here. Before and afters are bad enough for me. Before and afters are impossible. So yeah, I think we're just going to end up passing here.
So we have a punt from Tim and Mike. So Timmy G, Scotty G, let us know your answer.
Well, it's kind of dirty pool because my favorite college basketball team is the Illinois Fighting Illini. And this gentleman is now a Bull and actually played pretty well this year. So his name would be Ayo Dosunmu. And so with the Bear, which is a receiver, we believe, that was a Panther and a Chicago Bear, which once again, Bears are my favorite football team. So this was kind of right up my alley. So Ayo Dosunmu, Sheen Muhammad, David Ortiz.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no team's getting points.
Ooh.
You were so close, Scotty G and Timmy G. The correct answer is Ayo Dosunmu Mohamed Martinez.
Fair enough.
What did I say?
David Ortiz.
You said David Ortiz.
So you're going to put Edgar. Okay. You're going to put Edgar Martinez on the back end of Muhammad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. On to question.
In fairness, I think he said greatest DH with a question mark.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he put quotes around it.
Mary Mex, 9-time National League Golden Glove winner.
I need that.
Brandon, what was the first one?
Auburn alum, Mary Mex. 9-time Gold Glove National League, 9-time National League Gold Glove Award winner.
Spell that middle one for me.
Mary Mex, Merry space MEX.
We will lock it in. Scott, I look at your face. I want to say check it in every time.
No, lock in.
I lock it in.
The G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, feel free to share your thoughts with us.
All right, so we considered a couple of Auburn alums. We kind of got to Cam Newton because then that led us to potentially Tony, and then I kind of got to maybe Tony Viragusa, and now we're just kind of trying to figure out the 9-time Gold Glove winner. Tim, I don't necessarily.
I'm not saying that is, but it's just somebody who was like
that has
big
the
in
essay.
the NL that I could start with the essay, and that was Sammy Sosa, but I don't think he was.
I don't think of him as particularly, great in the field.
Man, I grew up an AL guy, so I didn't really pay much attention to the National League.
Oh, did he say National League?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was a National League.
I forgot that. I just heard 9-time Gold Glove winner.
So I mean, Ozzie Smith.
I thought about Ozzie Smith. Yeah, he's one of the first, ones that really pops into your head to think when you think Gold Glove. What about it's just a last name, but Sandberg, Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a first and last name.
I agree.
Though.
I'm just.
So I wonder if that's Viragusa might be wrong.
Viragusa could very well be wrong. It was just the first Tony that popped into my head that I thought of as happy and merry, I suppose, and Mexican. But I mean, the Cam Newton into Tony seems pretty solid. I think it was better than like a Barkley or a Bo.
Was Tony Viragusa off of anything or just off of the Newton?
It was just off of the.
Did it tie into Mary Mex at all?
I mean, I generally think of him as a fairly happy guy, and I'm fairly certain he's Mexican. That's it.
I've got nothing better than Sammy Sosa. I'm pretty sure he didn't win 9 Gold Gloves.
I'd be very
my
surprised.
first thought was
I don't have anything.
My first thought with the Gold Gloves was Mike Piazza, but that doesn't tie into anything.
Right. I got nothing else. I'm okay locking in with that.
All right, so we're gonna go with Cam Newton, Tony Viragusa, Sammy Sosa.
Okay, they locked in with Tony Vergoton, Sammy. Okay, and the G's, what did you lock in with?
We went the other way with the Auburn alum, so hopefully it worked out for us. We came in with Charles Barkley, Trevine, Nolan Arenado.
And one team is getting points. The correct answer is Charles Barkley, Trevine, Nolan Arenado. Well played, guys.
Yeah,
Mike
good job.
Mike and Tim, pretty good work there, working that. But if you would have got the Barkley, it would have been. I think you would have got there. But anyways, on to the next one.
So just to clarify, then the letters themselves don't actually have to be. It's just the sounds. Because I was sitting here going, I can't think of anything that begins with LEY.
Yes, just
that was why I
just
threw out
the
Barkley
sound.
right away.
I mean, letters or sounds. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Question 4 out of 5 in the warm-up round. Florida State Seminole, Cincinnati Bengal, 1984 NL Cy Young Award winner, 2008 AL Cy Young Award winner.
First one again was FSU and
Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, okay.
I think I got this one, Tim. I got it all.
Perfect.
You trust me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're locked in.
All right, the G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, go ahead and speak freely.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, 2008 AL Cy Young winner.
I'm trying to think. 2008.
Unless you happen to know who won in 1984.
That was the National League in '84.
Right.
That was a little bit before Doc Gooden.
That was my first thought, too.
I don't think he won that early, but it's possible. And do we get anything from the DEN?
Or the EN.
Or the
maybe like
EN.
Enrique.
Yeah. Denny McLain won the Cy Young in '68.
Yeah, that doesn't help us.
No, it doesn't. They lowered the mound after that.
I know there were a few years there where the now Cleveland Guardians were like churning out Cy Young winners and then trading them by the trade deadline the following year.
Let's see. Hold on. David Price was a little later when he won the Cy Young, right? No, yeah, that's right. David Price, because he came in 2008 was the year the Rays went to the World Series. So, that was when he came in. So he was a little later. So who would have been Cy Young that year? I was so focused on the Rays. I don't think it was a Ray that year.
Because I'm trying to remember who won it. When did Sabathia win it?
It could have been around that time. I thought it was maybe a little earlier, but
okay, bear with me because I'm trying to remember who it was who followed him. But like, if I remember correctly, Sabathia won it for the then Cleveland Indians, and then we traded him
right
by the trade deadline of the following season. Like he played a half a season for the Indians after winning the Cy Young, and then the following year after Sabathia, I thought an Indians pitcher won it again, and the same thing happened. And I'm trying to remember who that was that followed.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on that one.
Because I was very worried that it was going to be the same thing for Kluber in recent years. Just win the Cy Young and then trade him.
Right. Let's see. 84. Well, let's start at the beginning. Seminoles, Florida Seminole and Cincinnati Bengal. That's your football division.
Sure, but I don't like the Bengals.
Oh, well, obviously.
I can name 3 of them, and that's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Joe Mixon?
No.
And I don't think it was Mixon, and I know it wasn't the other 2 because they went to LSU.
Right. I don't know. I'm not pulling up anything on any of these. So
Dennis. Maybe it was Doc Gooden, Dennis.
All right, I'll give you guys about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to pull in 20 seconds.
That's what I was saying. We need to move this along, and I don't think either one of us is very good at before and afters, let alone you said before, after, and after. So.
Yeah. So let's go with Maria, Doc Gooden, Dennis Eckersley.
There you go.
All right. Well, Tim and Mike check it in with that, and geez,
that.
What do you guys got?
I think this was Seminole great Bengals bust, Peter Warwick. And then the other 2, it was real easy. So Peter Warwick, Sutcliffe Lee.
One team getting points again.
Yep.
That is the correct answer. The correct answer is Peter Warwick, Sutcliffe Lee. And I thought they were going to get there when they started talking about Cleveland, and and he was like, Sabathia won it, and then the next year didn't another guy win it? And I thought they were kind of going to go beep, 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 back into that bad dude. But anyways, one team getting points. And the final question in the warm-up. Guitar playing giant, most TDs tight end, Super Bowl 20 champ, and Bills DC. Defensive coordinator.
What was the first half of that last one?
Guitar playing giant, most touchdowns as tight end, Super Bowl 20 champ, and Bills defensive coordinator. I can split them into 3 because if you guys are confused, I can go and if you'd like.
I got it now, thanks. Unless anyone else needs it.
Scott, you're so solemn, it's hilarious.
I get really into these. You know this. I have a reputation to uphold.
30 seconds, guys.
All right, we'll lock it in.
The G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, share us your thoughts for about the next 12 seconds.
This'll be easy, he says.
Right.
I'm not looking forward to the rest of this
Right,
game.
I know.
The only thing we could come up with is most touchdowns by a tight end was Gronk, but we couldn't find anything that tied into Rob. Or nor could we come up with the Bills' defensive coordinator. Apparently, I don't pay nearly enough attention to sports as I thought I did. So I mean, we've got nothing again.
Yeah,
and we're ready to start the actual game.
All right, G's, what do you guys have?
So we definitely felt good about parts 2 and 3. So then we had to try to fit something into the first part. So we ended up going with hoping that maybe he played guitar. We knew nothing about this guy's personal life, but we played for the Giants. So we answered Johnny, Quay, Tony, Gonzalez, Leslie, Frazier.
You guys were so close. And Timmy G, I'm so disappointed in you because he loves our music you and I love. The correct answer, and unfortunately no team's getting points, the correct answer is Barry Zito Ni Gonzalez Lee Frazier.
Barry Zito.
So I need
That's
more
exactly
than just
who it
guitar
is.
playing giant. I mean, give me a Cy Young or something.
But okay, that's the warm-up round. Anyways, here we go. Here we go on to the real game, and this game will be much easier for everybody. Okay, so round 1, here we go. With a score of 15-0, the G's are beaten, and Tim and Mike. But I have a feeling Tim and Mike will be in this game before you could ever imagine. So here we go with round 1. Question 1. I got the fever. On Thursday, January 12th, 1979, Disco Demolition Night happened at Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois. Your question is, who did the White Sox play?
We will lock it in.
The G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, let's hear it.
All right. So we were actually about to lock it in ourselves. We were going with the Cleveland Indians because I know that Cleveland was the subject of the infamous Nickel Beer Night, but I thought that Cleveland was involved in both the Disco Demolition Night and the Nickel Beer Night, so we went with the Cleveland Indians / Guardians.
It would be so like Cleveland for that to be the case.
It would be.
Tim Mikey has locked in with the Indians. Geez, what do you guys have?
Well, we were going. We threw back threw some names back and forth, and we thought Cleveland. Even though I don't think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was open back then, but maybe they knew it was going there at some point in time in life. So we actually said Cleveland as well.
Unfortunately, no team's getting points. It was the Detroit Tigers. On to question 2. Speaking of Tigers, Tiger Woods won the 2000 U.S. Open in an incredible runaway 12-shot victory. Your question is, during the week leading up to the opening round, who did golfers honor posthumously by hitting drives into the Pacific Ocean? If you need a hint, I will give it to you.
We're good. We'll lock it in.
The G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, feel free to think out loud.
So I'm a hashtag abolish golf person.
Yeah. Tim's not a big golf guy. I remember the '98 U.S. Open much better because it was played in D.C. But either way, I don't remember the lead up. 2000 U.S. Open. I'm trying to think of who would have passed on around that time, and
I'm trying to think. I actually lived in a subdivision that was all named after golfers.
Oh, there you go.
I used to live on Trevino Drive.
Yeah.
So okay.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of old golfers. Ben Hogan,
Yeah.
Sam Snead. I don't know.
We can go with one of those.
I mean,
G's,
go
do
with
you mind
Sam
if
Snead?
I repeat the question?
Yeah, go
sure.
ahead.
Tiger Woods won the 2000 U.S. Open in an incredible runaway 12-shot victory. Your question is, during the week leading up to the opening round, who did golfers honor posthumously by hitting drives into the Pacific? If you would like a hint, I will give it to you.
well,
As long
they
as the G's
didn't get a hint, so
respect
we
the
don't
hint.
get a hint.
Oh, they didn't get the hint. No, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, I was actually starting to wonder if maybe the idea of giving a hint was a hint, but
Yeah. No,
I'm good with locking in with Sam Snead.
I mean, I'm just trying to
got
think if
nothing.
there's anything to come from the Pacific Ocean, like hitting drives into the Pacific Ocean. I mean,
unless was there somebody from Hawaii or from the Pacific notoriously.
All right, 15 seconds, fellas.
yeah,
We'll just go with Sam Snead.
That's fine. Sam Snead. Sam Snead
All
works
right,
for
yeah,
me.
we'll lock in with Sam Snead.
All right, Tim and Mike check in with Sam Snead. The G's, what do you guys have?
I think this is when they lost a golfer that week, and I believe it was a plane crash. Payne Stewart is who we came up with.
That's exactly who it is.
One team is getting points. The correct answer is Payne Stewart.
That's exactly
how many
who it is.
points are these worth?
Oh, these are 10 points apiece. My bad. And the first round was 5 points apiece. So yeah, Payne Stewart is the correct answer, and unfortunately, one of my favorite golfers. And the hint would have been knickers. He wore knickers, so maybe you would have got there from that. But on to question 3. Speaking of Stewart, what beloved ESPN anchor was known for his phrase "cool as the underside of the pillow"?
Tim, if you're okay, I can lock this one in.
Go for it.
All right, we can lock in.
And Tim and Mike are locked in, and I think the G's were just right behind, if maybe not even before.
Yeah, I think we could have 3-2-1 this bad boy, huh?
Yeah, probably.
You guys want to 3-2-1 it? Let's 3-2-1 it.
All right.
The podcast has
3.
notoriously bad history with 3-2-1ing it, which is what started the whole Stanley Kubrick directing Psycho thing.
3-2-1.
But we can 3-2-1 if you want.
3-2-1.
Stuart Scott.
Stuart Scott.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done, gentlemen. Perfect. On to question 4. Speaking of Scott.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
we're
right
on the
here.
board, Tim.
Hi, Scott. How are you, bud?
We're on the board,
Benchwarmers
Tim.
Trivia
Listen
Podcast. Check
to
him out, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding. Speaking of Scott, what 3-time NBA West Coast champion and multiple-team NBA coach finally coached the team he won the titles for in 2014 and 2015?
Wait, read that one more time.
What 3-time NBA West Coast champion and multiple-team NBA coach finally coached the team he won the titles for in 2014 and 2015? And the category was Speaking of Scott.
We're locked in, Brendan.
Locked in with the G's. Tim and Mike, this is kind of becoming a regular thing. Feel free to share your thoughts.
Yeah, so those thoughts. 2014 and 2015.
He's coaching the team, but that doesn't mean they were any good or that they won anything. So.
Backing up, the Cavs won it in 2016. 2015 was Golden State.
But so the thing is, who won the championship in 2014, 2015 is immaterial because this coach. The question doesn't say that team won that year. It says whoever this is won earlier with the same team he coached later.
Did it? I thought it said.
Unless I misheard it, I just thought he.
Can we get one more reread real quick?
Absolutely. What 3-time NBA West Coast champion and multiple team NBA coach finally coached the team he won the titles for in 2014 and 2015?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I misheard that.
Multiple-time West Coast champion. Probably we're looking at a Laker.
Right.
Or I'm trying to. I mean,
it could be a lot of. There's several teams up that coast.
Yeah, but not many have had that great of success. I don't think. At least that would
all
be
right,
fairly
fellas,
recent.
About 30 seconds.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been Vlade Divac.
Was there a Scotty Divac?
No.
No, I know.
Not that I'm aware of. The only Scott we can come up with is Pippen.
Yeah.
So I'm good to throw that out as a.
It's not right. It's what I.
Right.
It's all I got. It's the first Scott that popped into my head,
Scott. So
I need an answer, guys.
That's fine. I don't watch.
We'll just go with
Scottie
Scottie Pippen.
Decades, so.
All right. Tim and Mike check in with the good old-fashioned Scottie Pippen. And the G's, what do you guys have?
Yeah, I figured with the name, there were only a few ways this could go. I think this was former teammate of Magic and Worthy and former coach of the Nets, Byron Scott.
One team is getting points.
Yep.
Byron Scott is the correct answer. All right. Speaking of Byron, what PGA Tour legend is the record holder for the most consecutive wins on the PGA Tour with 11?
We've locked in, Brendan.
All right, the G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, share your thoughts, please.
Well, my initial thought is, can we get away from the golf questions?
Yeah. I know Lord Byron. He was a poet. He might have
on the podcast, and this one was so directed at you. And then I was like, no, I can't ask it. It was a Grant Hill question.
Nice.
I mean,
I can't name a golfer named Byron that immediately popping my.
Right. The only Byron I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure, is a basketball player.
I'm thinking of Lord Byron. So.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of isn't there somebody Byron Leftwich?
Oh, yes.
But I think doesn't he play basketball?
And well, the left, which I know, plays football, but
Oh, okay, it could be that. Man, I'm really bad at names, and I've had a long day.
yeah, I'm
wanna
happy
go with
locking in
Lord
like Byron McDonald or something like that, because I cannot name a golfer named Byron that's coming to my head right
We don't
now.
even have. I don't even think they gave a time period. You want to just say Lord Byron?
He might have been Scottish, and he probably picked up a club at some point, if that's the case.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with Lord Byron, the
All right, they're
infamous
checking in with,
PGA
they're locking in
player.
with Lord Byron. Is that correct? Are you locking that in? I'm sorry.
I would,
Yeah.
I mean, either that or like I don't know, pick a Scottish or Irish last name, Tim. It's up to you.
I'm good with Lord Byron because I'm not going to come up with anything better.
That's fine.
All right, they locked in with Lord Byron and the G's. What do you guys have?
Byron Nelson.
One team getting points. The correct answer is Byron Nelson.
Now that I hear the name, that rings a vague bell. I never would have pulled it.
All right, going into the next round, score
how
update.
many rounds are
We have 15 to, I'm sorry, not 15, 55 to, and here we go. This is just simple, name the top four, no penalties, no whatsoever. However, I do need the name of the stadium and not the school. This is college football stadium seating capacity. This is from NCAA.com 9/21 of September of 21. I need the name of the stadium. Give me four answers. No penalty for a wrong answer. Just give me four answers, but I need the name of the stadium. 30 seconds, fellas.
We're locked in.
The G's have locked in. Tamiki, you've got about 10 seconds.
Tamiki.
Yeah.
I like Tamiki.
I know Michigan Stadium, which I think is the name, is up there because that seats it's something absurd, like 110.
I was thinking
112,000. But I'm struggling to recall names of any stadiums. So
Yeah, same.
we're gonna go with Michigan Stadium, Ohio Stadium, and Bryant Denny Field, I think is the name of it, and I don't have a fourth one.
You just want to say Sooner Stadium? I don't know what the Oklahoma Stadium is, but I think it's pretty big.
Sure, but I'm pretty sure that's not right.
I don't know. I can't name stadiums.
All right.
So yeah,
we
we'll
got
lock in with Michigan Stadium, Ohio Stadium, Bryant Denny, and Sooner Field.
Okay, perfect. And the G's, what do you guys have?
Well, crap. I wish we would have thought of Ohio State because that's the shoe, and that would have been. I think you're right. I think they can hold quite a few because I remember this actually. I remember at one time it's like 2 or 3 of the top 10 are in the Big Ten. So we actually said the Big House for Michigan, Happy Valley for Penn State, Bowles Stadium for Tennessee, and the Rose Bowl.
One team getting 20 points. The correct answers are Michigan Stadium, not the Big House. I needed the name of the stadium, not the nickname or anything like that. Ohio Stadium is 3. Beaver Stadium is number 2. Ohio Stadium is 3. And Kyle Field is 4. So Michigan Stadium 107,601, Beaver Stadium 106,572, Ohio Stadium 102,780, and Kyle Field 102,703. And that's from NCAA.com in September of 2021. So
how many points did we get? 0?
You got 0 on that, and Tim and Mike got 20. So
Woohoo!
Squeaking. So we got a game of 55 to 30. All right, on to the next round, gentlemen. The Chris Berman round, which I like I told you earlier. So this will be a novice and pro round. I will give you 2 names. I will give you a novice name and a pro name. You can choose whatever you want to answer. Your novice answer will be 10 points and your pro answer will be 20 points. Does everybody understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good to go?
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So your number 1 novice is Sammy Sosa. Your number 1 pro is Carlos Baerga.
So these are nicknames that Berman gave him?
That Berman gave them, yes. Correct.
Okay, so I think it's this one.
In the meantime, because I need it, I'm popping open another beer.
We'll get through
This
it,
is
Mike.
the
We're getting through it
downtown
together,
door
buddy.
knocker from Palmetto Brewing Company. It's a pineapple hazy. Palmetto is out of Charleston, South Carolina. It's definitely a different style IPA than the milkshake IPA. It's a hazy. So I'll be honest, I wanted it to be better than it is. It's not bad, but I don't know if I'd get it again. It's fine. It's a little, I think it's too pineapple-y, and I don't think that I necessarily like the pineapple as much as I thought I would. But it'll do in a pinch.
Well, sir, you are in a pinch because you have about 30 seconds.
Excellent segue. Okay, and we're going to lock in.
Oh, well, by God, here we go. Tamaki is locked in. Jeez, talk out loud.
I feel decently confident on Sosa, on the novice.
Yeah, it's either Slammin' Sammy or it's either Say It Ain't, like you said, Say It Ain't Sosa.
Yeah, I feel like I recall him using the Say It Ain't Sosa. Because Slammin' Sammy was like a universal nickname for him. I don't think it was just Berman. I think like a lot of people referred to him as that.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, Berman, maybe he originated it, but Berman's tended to be, they were just his, right? No one else really used them.
How dare they?
Right, exactly. But
I like what you said about Baerga.
I came up one for Baerga that if it's not one, I just created one, and
You
so
sure
either
did.
way, I feel good.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
guess
Carlos by land, by sea, Baerga. I mean,
that's what I came up with.
That's
I think
amazing.
you missed your
Oh my
calling,
gosh,
buddy.
that's amazing.
Man. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I
can
think
we
just go.
can we try both of them?
I know, right?
I can't let you try both.
All right,
That
all right,
was so clever.
All right, I think we take the safe route.
Yeah.
And we'll go with this. So we'll take the safe route and go with the novice of Say It Ain't Sosa. Although I want the pro to be Carlos by land, by at sea, by Erga.
All right, so they checked in with Sammy Say It Ain't Sosa. To Mikey, what do you guys have?
Yeah, so we locked in with Slammin' Sammy Sosa, but now that you mention it, I think Berman might have combined the two, and it might have been Slammin' Sammy Say It Ain't Sosa. I'm really mad I couldn't pull Carlos Baerga because he played for my beloved Cleveland team for many years in the 90s, and I do not remember a nickname for him, but we went with Slammin' Sammy Sosa.
All right, so one team is getting points. The correct answer is Sammy Say It Ain't Sosa.
Yeah.
Scott, you overthought it.
Oh,
so
did I?
It was Carlos Oneth by air, or I'm sorry, Oneth by land, Tueth by erga. So I mean, if you would have checked in with that, I probably would have given you novice points. But that was well thought out, very well thought out, very incredible, very incredible.
Yeah, good job.
Good work, good work. So there we go. And on to number 2 in the round. The novice is Bert Blylevin, and the pro is Bernard Gilkey.
Yeah, do it.
We'll lock it in.
The G's are locked in. Tamiki, talk it out.
I know, right?
Blylevin.
Well, yeah.
I can't even come up
could it
with
just be like
anything.
Bert Blylevin? I don't know.
Sly Blylevin.
You're right there. You don't even know it.
Could be Bert by Menin by Levin. I don't know. And what was Bernard Gilkey?
He was a Cardinal and a Met.
Oh no, yeah, I remember Gilkey. I'm just trying to think of like I don't know what the heck he would have done for it.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, you want to just lock in by Menin by Levin?
Yeah, let's go with
All
that.
right, that's fine.
So say again, Mike.
By Menin by Levin.
Okay, and they by Menin Blylevin, is that right?
Yeah, sure, it's close.
Okay.
Maybe.
You locked in with that. And G's, what do you guys have?
Well, luckily this was my fantasy baseball name, my team name, which was Bert B. Home by Levin.
So one team getting points, the novice points. It is Bert B. Home Blylevin. Does anybody care to know what Bernard Gilkey is?
Oh, I would
Absolutely.
definitely want to know. I have no clue, but I can't wait for it.
It's awesome. Bernard, innocent until proven guilty.
Honestly, I was thinking it was probably something like he's guilty, Your Honor.
Oh my god. My brain kept rhyming gilky and milky, and I couldn't make that work.
That is one of Chris Berman's greatest. I just think it's fantastic, and I had to put it in this. I didn't care if nobody knew it or not. I just think it was so great.
No, that's an awesome one for sure.
All right, on to the last novice and pro. Novice will be Chuck Knobloch, and the pro will be Alan Trammell.
All right, we'll lock in.
Oh, Tamiki is locked in. Jeez, what do you guys have?
A lot of wrong answers that are borderline inappropriate.
There is no such thing on this podcast, gentlemen. Share away.
Well, in that case,
Well, you don't know.
That's what editing is for.
Okay, so first I had Chuck what the fuck Knobloch.
but that didn't sound Berman enough for me.
No. So Scott came up with
I said Chuck Slob on my knoblock.
Oh, that's more appropriate.
Well, I guess it depends on who's listening.
yeah. I also came with Alan Take the Trammel as another one,
Which I like.
or Alan Swam the English Trammel as another one I had.
That's well played. Well played.
That's good.
But either way, that's all to say we have no idea either one.
So
of these.
is this a punt?
Oh God, no! With the
No,
answers that we just gave you, you think we're gonna punt after the glorious things we just gave you?
Well, so
No
I
way.
need to know what you're checking in with the
Yeah,
the
we'll
novice pro.
We'll lock in one of these. I think the one most likely to be correct is Alan ride the trim or take the trim.
That'll work. Let's do that.
So we'll lock in with that one.
All right, so we got locked in with Alan Take the Trammel and Mike and Mike or Tim and Mike. Tim and Mike? What do you guys have?
So we thought about, the dirty side for Knobloch. And we thought about like Alan, Lady, and the Trammel.
That's
But
good.
we finally locked in with when the houses are Chuck. When the houses are rocking, don't come a nablockin'.
Don't come a knob locking.
I really like these answers better than Berman's. But unfortunately, no team's getting points. The correct answer for Chuck Knobloch is Chuck New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
and
man.
Alan Trammell is Alan Have Gun Will Trammell.
Will Trammel.
So
Yeah, ours are better.
Ours are
after
better.
that
I
round,
agree.
The rider needs to go away because we're not having fun anymore. So it's what do we have here? 75 to 30. Is that correct? Do you guys have that the same way?
Same.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds right.
On our way to the next round, forget, remember, and realize. Did you forget? Where did Carl Malone go to college?
All right, I think Tim and I are going to lock.
Tamiki is locked in. Geez, what do you guys got?
Not much. Scott, what can you tell me? Do you know anything at all? How about year that he was? What year? Can we nail down the year that he was drafted?
Around like 83 ish.
Okay, yeah, because he retired in 90.
No, he played until because he was on that 04.
Oh, he was on that.
team.
Oh, yeah, he was on that super team with Peyton and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
guys in what 02,
04 against the
04?
Pistons.
You think he was 40 then?
Yeah, he definitely came in before 85, before the lottery, before the Ewing draft in the lottery, right? Because Stockton came in, I think,
Right.
87 or so, and then they, teamed up for all those years. So it's early 80s.
I can't even put him in a part of the country. I'm just trying to
No.
figure out if we could. I mean, I don't think he was at a powerhouse.
No,
Right?
I don't. Well, no, because think, right, basketball powerhouse in the 80s, he wasn't playing for Georgetown or, he
Kansas.
right, he wasn't playing for those schools. Definitely not.
Sometimes.
I really don't have anything here.
Do we even know where he's from?
No, he's a very southern guy. I know.
That's what I was thinking too.
So maybe somewhere in Texas. 'Cause I know he
Yeah.
always used to wear the cowboy hats and
Oh, you're thinking country. I got you.
would always. I know he was a horseback rider and he would wear cowboy hats, and
We don't.
so I wonder if that comes from his upbringing. So maybe
We're not
some Texas
thinking
Southern or something like that.
Not TCU or.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, a Texas school, but obviously not Texas. I don't think it's Texas Tech.
Or A&M.
I think it's a smaller, a UTEP or one of those.
I
'Cause
agree.
I don't think he was. I don't remember him being from a particularly big school.
The other
20
thing
seconds, fellas.
Other thing I was thinking, yeah, you're right though. Now that you say that, I do remember him wearing that, the cowboy hat and whatnot, and being Yeah, let's go with one of those. I mean, just a smaller Texas school. You want to go UTEP?
Let's do UTEP.
All right, we'll lock in with UTEP.
The G's have locked in with UTEP. Tamiki, what do you guys have?
We honestly really didn't have much of a leg to stand on at all. I know that's shocking, but Tim threw out that he thought it might be an HBCU, so I just mentioned Howard University because I grew up in the D.C. area, and it was the first one that popped into my head, so that's what we locked in with, Howard.
Unfortunately, no team's getting points. Mr. Malone went to Louisiana Tech.
Okay.
Interesting.
Would not hold that.
Hey, that was a great
interesting,
question,
though.
though. I've never thought about it. That was a great question. I mean, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, for sure.
On to the next one. Forget, remember, realize. Do you remember? Did Ricky Henderson play for the Anaheim Angels? Simple yes or no.
We're locked in.
Locked in. Geez, what do you got?
So was he was drafted by the A's?
Yeah.
Okay. We obviously know the bulk of his career is in Oakland, right? Like, we got that far.
Yeah.
And we
I know
that
he's played for like the Mets and Boston and some other stops.
I just think after Oakland, he had so many stops, but
No, I can't place him on the Angels though, because if you did, this had to be post mid '90s, I would think.
agreed.
And so the Angels had like Edmonds, Salmon, Garrett Anderson. I don't know that they had room for him. Just
All right, gentlemen, need the answer.
Yeah,
Give yourself
let's go
10 seconds.
Stay
Yep,
with
10
our
seconds.
gut and go with no. We'll lock it with no.
We're gonna say no.
Locked in with no. The G's have locked in with no. Miggy, what do you guys have?
Yeah, so we also said no. We debated whether or not this was one of those, is it so absurd that you wouldn't ask if it wasn't yes? But we didn't have any recollection of it, so we said no.
Well, unfortunately, no team's getting points here, and I believe it was, and I didn't write it down, but I think it was 1999. He played for the Anaheim Angels in the second half after the All-Star break. So no team's getting points there. All right.
It was 97.
It was 97. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, Tim looked it up
Forget,
after we locked.
remember, and realize. Now, here we go, Scott Grimes. This is, like I said, I should have probably rewritten this question. Realize. Did you realize there were 6 quarterbacks taken before Tom Brady in the 2000 NFL draft? Name 3. And this is not 10 points for 3. This is 10 points to get it right.
We're locked in.
The G's have locked in. Tim and Mike, share your thoughts.
I feel like I used to know this, and now I'm drawing a total blank.
Yeah. So this was the draft after the Browns took Couch.
Yeah.
That was 99. Everything relates back to Cleveland for me.
Right.
So who would have been in that draft after that? Any idea who went number 1 overall?
2000 or 2001?
Well,
It
2000.
was 2000. Okay. He said it, and I just couldn't remember.
If you're a Patreon supporter and you redraft the 2000 draft class, you know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim. I remember hearing this back in the day and be like, oh my gosh, but I don't remember it all.
Yeah, it's one of those you probably should commit to memory, and you just don't. So we'll take it. We'll punt.
All right, we've got Tim Tupa over here. So the G's, what do you guys have?
Yeah, one of our offshoot benchwarmer kind of mini shows that we do, the Naked Bootleg, is doing a redraft series. Ironically enough, we started with the year 2000. So I just kind of looked at this draft and went over it. Courtney Brown was the number 1 pick by the Browns. Tim, I'm disappointed in you. Although the Browns were disappointed in Courtney Brown. So I know that this is the year that Chad Pennington went in the first round. And I also know that Mark Bulger was in this draft. So we locked in with Chad Pennington, Mark Bulger, and the ever so forgotten Giovanni Carmazza.
One team will be getting points. Those are correct. Those 3 are correct. And I am not going to tell you the other 3 because it leads into the next question. I'm writing down now. Hold on one moment. All right. So we get our first closest to the pin challenge. I would like you to add up the 6 draft picks, their number where they were taken in the draft, and add 199, which was Tom Brady's draft pick. Give me the number closest to the pin gets 50 points.
Woo.
So as in Brady was 199, and let's just say you obviously the quarterback wasn't taken number 1. I need the number of the draft pick added up.
For all 7, including Brady.
Yes, 199 plus the 6 before him. 30 seconds, fellas.
Whoa.
Just speed her up, bud.
This is a lot of math you're asking for here, bud.
Gotta
Hold
follow.
on. Give us more than that, especially if it's for 50 points.
Got a lead. All right, need the answers, guys.
All right, we'll lock it in.
Locked in.
All right, and I'm just waiting on a either or on on one thing from Mike here.
He's back.
Yeah, Mike, yours is the first one. Mine's the second.
Okay, sorry, I had to step away for a second.
But we got to lock in now.
Okay,
So.
yep, sorry about that. I would say split the difference, make it about like
Okay,
I would
so-
say like
675.
yeah, that works.
All right. Well, so we'll lock in with 675.
All right, Tamiki locks in with 675. Geez, what do you guys have?
We have no idea. I mean, we had that kind of a guesstimate. We thought that Pennington went 17th, which would be in the first round, pick 17. Then obviously we have Brady 199. Scott said he thought that Carmazzo was in the 5th or 6th round. So with 31 teams at the time, we kind of put that around the pick 155. So we came in at 525.
Well, one team is getting 50 points, and that would be Tamiki because they're a little closer. The correct answer is 871.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Did we just take the lead?
871.
No, but we're within
So,
5 points.
Gentlemen, we have a tied ball game.
Oh, is it a tie? I must have missed.
No, they have a
it's not.
5.
Yeah, it should be
I
85
got
to
it.
80, I think.
85-80.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. Yes, my bad. All right. Yep. All right. Here we go. All right. This next round is, and we'll go fast because we need to. Where did he go to school? These will go to easiest, and towards the end, they'll get pretty challenging. Question 1, John Stockton.
Lock in.
Yeah, we're locked.
Mike?
I was not paying attention to college basketball at the time because I was like 5.
For some reason, the only thing jumping out is for some reason Gonzaga.
I mean, I don't think of Gonzaga as even being on the basketball radar in before John Stockton, but I have no leg to stand. I don't remember John Stockton at all. Like, he's a jazz player, so I'm like, BYU, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have anything, then let's just go with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we'll lock in with Gonzaga.
Gonzaga for Tamiki. Geez, what do you guys have?
Same thing.
That is what we said.
Gonzaga, both teams getting points. All right, on to the next question.
All right, good job, Tim. Didn't know Gonzaga had a basketball team that far back.
Nicholas.
Sorry, Brandon, what was it?
Jack Nicholas.
We'll lock it in.
Locked in are the G's. Feel free to talk it out, Tamiki.
No, Tim, that's a good way to go about it. I think Nicholas's name was like wasn't like the Golden Bear or something like that.
Okay. So would that be UCLA?
UCLA was the first thing that popped into my head, and then when you said what's his nickname, I was like, ooh, that makes sense. So I'm good with that.
All right. So let's go with that.
All right, Tamiki is locked in with UCLA. G's, what do you guys have?
Actually, well, one, the UCLA would be the Bruins. Cal, I think what you're thinking of, the Bears. But either way, we went with the Ohio State University.
One team getting points. The correct answer is the Ohio State University. Oh, how I hate Ohio State. But anyways, before we get into that, on to the third. Where did I go to school? Bruce Smith.
All right, we'll go ahead and lock in.
Mike and Tim have locked in. And the G's, what do you guys have?
Not much.
This is Karl Malone all over again.
It is. It's crazy.
It's like it's one of the all-time greats in the sport, but you just can't. I can't place him in college. Notre Dame, Penn State, Auburn,
Yeah,
Clemson.
no clue. I mean, Clemson. What did you say, Clemson?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
give
what I
you
was
guys
gonna
20
say.
seconds to think
What
out
year
loud.
did you graduate? What year did you get drafted? Any idea? 70s,
Either 70s or early 80s.
early 80s, right?
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, he wasn't a U guy, right?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I think we would have heard that many a time over.
Yeah. Or it could be something completely random. You know what I mean? Like Georgia Tech. Like.
Right. Either way, I'm good with it. Whatever you say. I can't. I mean, I have no good.
Let's go Penn State.
Okay, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
they with Joe Pod and whatnot.
Yeah. We're gonna lock in Penn State.
Locking in Penn State. All right, fellas. So, Tamiki, what'd you guys lock in with?
I could be way off, but for whatever reason, I had it in my head that he went to Tennessee.
Unfortunately, no team getting points. Mr. Bruce Smith went to Virginia Tech.
Virginia, that's what it was. That's right. I knew that.
I was never getting.
All
that.
right, so the next round of where did he go to school? I will give you the conference if you would like. No, ask for the conference, whatever. So the first one in the next round is Alex Caruso.
Oh, jeez.
And if all teams want conference, I'll give conference.
I'll say we'll take the conference.
Sure.
The G's, you guys want the conference?
I'll leave that up to you, Tim.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It is the SEC.
That fits for me.
All right, for some reason.
Hey, if it's there, if it's in there, do it.
Yeah, we'll lock it in.
The G's have locked in. Tamiki, tell me your
Tim,
thoughts.
do you want to just do that, Tim?
I'll go with yours.
All right. Because why not? We're gonna lock in with Vanderbilt.
And Tamiki is locked in with Vanderbilt. The G's, what do you guys have?
That's hilarious because that's exactly the school Scott sent me. He goes Vanderbilt, and I said, actually said Vandy, and I said, I remember him at. This is very vague. I could have swore he was at A&M, so we locked in with A&M, Texas A&M.
One team getting points. Texas A&M is the correct answer. Well done, Timmy G. Well done, Timmy G. All right, so where did I go to school? Number 5, Webb Simpson, and he is in the ACC. And I'll give you another hint if the group would like it.
I mean, I'm good for the hint if you guys want to go with the hint.
Sure, why not? We'll take the hint.
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer.
Hey, Brandon, when you
Yes,
give
sir.
people hints, it's supposed to fucking help the person get
Do
the
you
answer.
you guys want one more? So Randolph Childress.
Okay, you said ACC, right?
Well, Tim and I will go ahead and lock in.
Locked in.
Yeah, I thought Randolph Childress went to Kentucky, but obviously not.
No,
Wake Forest?
it's got. I would think so. I think you're right. I think it is Wake.
I remember Randolph Childress, maybe Wake Forest?
He's not North Carolina State.
No, definitely not NC State. Not.
No, I think you're right though. I think he's right there in that North Carolina, South Carolina,
Yeah.
and that's what that Arnold Palmer took me to, was right there in that area. Like,
All right. I say we just go with Wake Forest then.
yeah. And if
Pretty
it's
sure.
not,
I think that's where Randolph Childress went. Now that I'm
if
thinking
that's
about it
the
more.
answer, the correct hint would have been like Tim Duncan, Chris Paul, something like that, Brandon.
You can't give easy hints.
We're gonna lock in with the Wake Forest.
All right, the G's have locked in with Wake Forest. What do you got there, Mike Mott?
We just threw out a couple ACC schools, and then the hint didn't really give us anything, so we just landed on Georgia Tech.
The correct answer is Wake Forest.
Nice job, guys.
Shout out to Randolph Childress. I wouldn't have got that without that hint. So the hint did work, Brandon. Thank you.
All right, and the
No,
last
it was the
and
fourth
if
one. It
anybody
was the
gets
fourth
this-
hint.
If anybody gets this right, I will literally Venmo you $20. This is the hardest question in the game. Scott, when we were teammates on the Benchwarmers Trivia podcast, I asked Dan about this. So I put this in there personally, kind of for you. Where did Christian Okoye go to college?
Oof.
And if you're stumped, let's just move along. I have 10 seconds. And time. So Christian Okoye went to Azoya State or Azoya Pacific in the Pacific West as a Division I Division II school.
Interesting.
So yeah, we weren't gonna get that. Anyways, on
Yo.
to the favorite part of my round. And where's Dipple?
He is here.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm here.
So what score do we have? Do we have 85 to 40?
What?
No, I have 125 to 90.
Oh, no, shoot, no. I didn't add them. Well, yes, I have 125 to 90, exactly.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. This is called something for everyone. The closer you get to the right number, you're going to make a better score. So the closest to the pin, bullseye edition. Add the number of miles between Busch Stadium in St. Louis to Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois, to the number of miles from Buffalo, New York to Los Angeles, California, to the number of Browns wins to the number of Guardians wins in 2016 and their franchise MVPs, to the total of number of national championships for Vanderbilt in all sports.
You gotta give me that third one again. What was the one
No,
about?
we're not
Cleveland?
done yet.
Oh, gee, Christmas. All right. Let me guess. You get 35 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Number of miles from St. Louis, Missouri to Wrigley Field, to the number of miles from Buffalo, New York to California, to the number of Guardians wins had in 2016, plus their franchise MVPs, to the total number of national championships for Vanderbilt University in all sports, plus the World Series titles for the Atlanta Braves, Super Bowl wins for Washington's football team, and tell me when you're ready, because we're going to divide by something.
So I just want to be clear. Atlanta Braves specifically, right?
Yes.
We're not talking Boston or Milwaukee?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, okay.
And whenever you guys are ready, we will divide by something.
I mean, I'm ready.
Yeah, you can tell us what it is. I've got everything written down.
Divide by the amount of schools in the Big Ten.
Yes.
All right, give us a minute.
All right, so I know Bush to Wrigley because
All
it's
right,
right
give
through
me
my
that.
hometown.
I feel
so
like we
you're
can
gonna
come
give me a second. I can tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah, then we can.
You know we can hear
I
you,
can come
right?
up with the rest of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
not
going to say the
numbers.
number, but just because you know I know it doesn't mean anything. We're good. Hey, when you moved, did you drive it or did you fly?
Not drive, and I'm kind of regretting that now because it was an option on the table for us, but we decided not to.
So I got you all there. You know, I kind of tried to do the best I could. I had Bobby Bowden wins with
Before Chris bowed out?
yeah, I gave Mike Mott a really hard one.
Which one was that?
I really
The
didn't.
Vanderbilt?
But, yeah.
I thought that was pretty easy, unless there's some that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, Tim. But I would say like this number maybe for that.
Scott, do you know that Miles?
I mean, I don't know it exact. I have an approximation.
He also moved from the other side of the state, and it's a huge state. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's fine because I at least know the miles from Albany to Buffalo, so that's fine.
Watching you guys work is the greatest thing in the world.
All right, so far that gives.
I'll give you guys 1 minute.
come on.
All right, so we have this so far with the ones that we have. I think that we need MVPs for Cleveland.
Mike, have you checked in or locked in? I'm sorry.
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right, we'll lock in.
Locked.
All right, so
That helps. Actually, a ton that happened. Okay, so
I think
we know.
I think they only have 2 Super Bowls, right? Washington.
Yeah, so we know that Bush to Wrigley it's 90 miles, or about 100 miles right now from me to Bush, and 185, 190 from me to Wrigley right now, and I'm smack dab in the middle of 55. So
Okay.
that right there gives us 300 miles.
Yep, it's a little over I think 3,000 from Buffalo to LA.
So now we're at 3,300.
Yep.
And then plus the 8, we're gonna put the Guardians at 88 wins that year.
Yep, plus 12 teams in the Big Ten gives us a nice 100, so that's 3,400.
No, remember we're dividing by that. That's why I wanted that number, so we
you're
can
right,
know
right.
that we need to get to a number that we can divide by 12. That was the main reason I got there.
Yep,
So
so-
we're at 3380, and we just need
3388. Yep.
yeah, and so we need franchise MVPs.
So so we're at 3388 and 2 Braves World Series, right? Gives us
3390.
3390. And I think they only have 1 or 2 MVPs. So if
Okay,
we
so
say
that's
it's 2,
3392.
3392 would be divisible.
All right, and so then the last thing we're looking for is Vandy titles.
No idea. Probably not a lot. Sorry.
Okay, so right now we're at 30. If we go 3392 divided by 12, we're at like 282. Do we think that Vandy has more than 12 titles? I mean, you got to think baseball. They're pretty damn good in baseball.
I do think they have more than 12 titles, all sports. Yeah.
Okay, so do you just want to go? I think if we go somewhere in that 300 range,
Yeah.
maybe a little lower, 297.
Yeah. Let's do that. I like that.
I think we're there, somewhere in that area. What do you think of that?
I say let's do it. Lock it in.
All right, we'll lock in there.
You locked in at what? I'm sorry.
297.
297. And what do you have, Mr. Mott?
All right, I got this.
Okay.
One.
Can I speak to Vanderbilt real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
We've won 2 national baseball championships, and I think I believe it was 2011-ish. Our women's bowling team won the national championship. It was our first ever national championship in anything, and I think they won 1 more. So we were working with 4 for Vanderbilt total national championships in anything. Anyway.
You actually have 10.
Oh, okay.
You actually have 10. So that,
shows you how much I know.
The bowling title, that's solid, dude. That's good work.
Well, we said 400 between Bush and Wrigley, 3,500 from Buffalo to LA. For some reason, I thought it was like 92, 93 wins, but it kind of balances out with how far off we were on the Vandy titles. I don't remember how many MVPs. We said 1. We already said the national championships, plus 2 Braves and 3 Redskins divided by 14 Big Ten teams, gave us 286.
All All right, so the mics they have 286. What do the G's have?
297.
Really close.
287,
297.
and it was 290. What?
286 and 297.
Well, the correct number is 211.
Oh.
Whoa,
So for 50 points, I believe my math is right. I think it's all right here. I've got it all written down. I believe it's correct. So receiving 50 points will be
Mike and Tim.
That's us.
Yes, Mike and Tim. Yes, Mike and Tim will be receiving 50 points. So the winners of this game are the G&G brothers.
No.
Not if we get 50 points.
Oh no! Shoot! My bad. No.
I have it at 140, 125. Up.
Yeah, same.
140, 125. Yes. My bad. My math is wrong. They come back. A great comeback.
Wow, who would have thought that it was the math that saved us?
It's almost like I do that for a living, Tim. So what, Brandon? What were the actual numbers on all of those?
Yeah, you were obviously off on both teams.
The distance from Busch Stadium to Wrigley Field in Chicago was 309.
Okay.
Number of miles from Buffalo, New York to LA was 2537 is what I got from Wikipedia.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Total number, where the hell did I had this written down for Chris. It was Bobby Bowden's wins. The Guardians wins is 1,900. No, that's not right.
Hell of a season.
Yeah, that was a hell of a season in 2016, and they still lost Cubs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim.
Number of wins.
It was 94.
Yes, it was 94, correct. I had 96 written down. And Vanderbilt wins is 10.
I got to look those up. I only couldn't remember all of them.
They have 4 baseball titles and 6 bowling titles.
4 baseball titles. I don't remember those. The other 2. Okay.
That's what I have written down. Wikipedia could be wrong. And then 14 teams in the Big Ten.
All right.
Yeah,
touche.
I listed the Big Ten teams, and I'm forgetting one, but Penn State, Ohio State, Maryland, Rutgers, U of M, MSU, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Purdue is 13. Oh, Northwestern makes 14.
Northwestern.
The increasingly inaccurately named Big Ten.
Yeah, the Big Ten 14, the Pac-12 10, Big 12 8, whatever.
But yeah, so okay, crazy. That was a crazy game. Tim, you want to bring us home?
All right, so that'll do it for this week's episode. Scott, tell us one more time where you can find the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tim. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. If you want to follow us on socials, Twitter and Instagram's at Benchwarmers TP, and then we have a Facebook group called The Bench, fans of Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And also, guys, protect your balls. Manscaped, we're running a promotion right now. So if you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code BTP, you'll get 20% off of all your purchase. So it's a really, really cool partnership they're doing with us that we're really excited about. So if you're listening and you want to try something new to keep those jewels nice and clean and keep your hygiene up, 20% off, promo code BTP at Manscaped. And yeah, to everyone, Tim, Mike, other Tim, Brandon, thanks a lot. This is a lot of fun. I always enjoy coming on and hanging out with you guys. Looking forward to, I know I'll be on Boozy soon. I made a bracket, so I know I'll be doing that again soon. I'm really looking forward to it because I love the shows and the work you guys are putting out.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it too.
All right. You can find the Pub Trivia Experience on Instagram, Pub Trivia Experience. Join our Facebook group, The Lounge, fans of Pub Trivia Experience and Boozy Bracketology, at Pub Trivia Pod on Twitter. Check out our sister show at Boozy Bracketology, and head over to patreon.com/PTEBB, and you could be like Tim and Brandon and be 2 of our patrons. Support us. We know it's a tough time, but every dollar that you throw our way helps us put on a great show. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I've been Tim.
I've been Mike.
I've been Tim.
I've been Brando.
I've been Scott.
And that is our show for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us, and have a good night.